Hey everyone, welcome to today's podcast. We are going to be talking about the best marketing trends and tricks and tips for 2020. So to get started, you want to focus on where everyone's attention is, okay? So right now, I don't know about you, but I've definitely been hearing all about TikTok. So instead of waiting to be one of the late adopters, you want to jump in because everybody's attention is going to TikTok. And it's now 1.5 billion people are on TikTok. So you got to be an early adopter and go ahead and download it. Download it right now. And it doesn't mean you're going to have to post videos. But if you download it now, you're going to be ahead of the curve. Start learning it. Go on to the trends. Go on to the Discover page and start seeing why it's popular. And yes, it's great for business. Yes, it's great for advertising. It's actually phenomenal for advertising. That's a whole different podcast and a whole different live video, which I will do later, probably in the next week. So let me know, drop TikTok below if you're interested because that's coming out shortly. I actually already wrote kind of some bullet points of what I'm going to cover. But the number one tip for 2020 is to follow where the attention goes because that's where the money is and that's how you get your success. So instead of trying to constantly sell, think of this. You don't go watching TV or Netflix or a TV show or a movie to watch 95% commercials where they're constantly selling. No, you go to watch the show. The value, you're solving a problem, it's entertaining, you're learning something, whatever it is. So don't make your Instagram, social media, blogs, whatever it is that you're doing to attract clients, 95% sales. Make it 95% value, 95% information that's valuable that your customers are looking for, that they need, okay? So a good example of this is so many people, I'm analyzing their Instagram and I'm analyzing their Facebook and they're like, oh, you need to get health and fit and this is why it's good for you, buy here. Healthiness is so important because of this and this, buy here. That's a sales post. A value post would be something more along the lines of, this is one of the best workouts you can do at the airport. Bam. That's when people are going to follow you. This is the best recipe to do on the go and that you could bring to work. That's a valuable post. So stop trying to sell. Instead, flip it and give. That's going to attract more people's attention and bring more people to you. And then when you're clear on your target audience and you have a plan, then more and more people are going to come to you. More and more people are going to be addicted to your content. And they're going to think of you when they're having struggles and they're going to go to your page and learn from you. And then if you're giving so much value, people will wonder, ooh, well, what does she do if I actually pay her? Like, this is so much value, then I wonder what kind of experience I will get when I actually buy from her. And that's what you want. I don't go looking for a social media company. I go on their page and see a bunch of ads. I won't hire them because that's not marketing. That's selling. So instead, when I go looking for a social media company, which I did during the holidays, I look to see if they know what they're talking about. It doesn't matter if they're teaching me so much I can do it on my own. Who cares? I want to know what they're talking about so I can hire them. I'm not going to do it on my own. That's the whole point. So same with coaching, consulting, fitness. You can give them, but the real experience and the real service and the real product should be in you actually working with them. So differentiate that, but give, build your reputation. And social media is a no-brainer, okay? So there's many businesses that are built from social media. Look at Fashion Nova. Look at Kylie Jenner. Most of her marketing is on social media and Instagram. Fashion Nova is a multi-billion-dollar company, and the majority of their marketing is on, ding, 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 Instagram. Influencers. Getting it out there. It's a household name now because it's everywhere. So go ahead, take a second, look at your posts, and see how many of your posts you had a call to action or you're constantly selling. There was a point in time last year that someone called me out on this, and they were like, your posts are constantly selling. I would give a little bit and then sell, give a little bit and sell, give a little bit and sell. But I actually wasn't giving like hardcore, amazing value where they want to come back to my page over and over and over again. So I took a break from constantly selling for the past 3 or 4 weeks because I really wanted to just start building my momentum back in my social media and make it personal again. And now I've gotten over 250 followers. I'm getting a lot more engagement. I'm still putting value in my posts again. Tips on confidence, tips on pole dancing, other things like that. But I'm not constantly selling because I was selling too much and my followers got sick of it. I could tell there was a drop in engagement. So social media is a no-brainer. Get on it and don't just copy every single social media post and put it on all the different ones. You want to make them a little different. You want to make sure and go on TikTok and understand the marketing there. You want to make sure you go on Twitter and have a different marketing strategy, and you want to make sure you have a different marketing strategy on Facebook because they're different. It's better to be on there, than nothing, but actually you want to make sure you're doing it right. I've seen so many people join TikTok and they're just posting random stuff and they're wondering why they don't get very many views, and they didn't learn the differences. They didn't take the time to learn what gets you views, what's popular, what's trending, and how to use it. So don't just waste your time and put out random videos. That's what I've seen lately. I've gotten 156,000 views from one video, and now I have over 5,600 followers from these viral videos that I've made. And it's just from taking a few hours of learning what to post, how to post it, doing some research on YouTube, blah, blah, blah. So again, I will return to TikTok later. Also, if you're on social media, don't just throw spaghetti at the wall and hope it sticks. You really want to get clear on your target audience, understand what are the things that they really need that are linked to your business. So for example, I'm getting more into marketing consulting. So what are the pains and problems of the businesses that I want to work with? Well, for one, they want more leads and sales. They don't understand how to get more engagement, likes, content, and sales from social media. They need help with their marketing and staying up to date. They need more sales. They need more leads. Those are the main things. So what am I going to do on my social media, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook? I'm going to solve those pains and problems with tricks and tips on marketing and sales. Ding, ding, ding. That's what this video is. I'm attracting my target audience to me by giving them what they want, showing them that I am informed and I am the professional. It doesn't mean they're going to go do it on their own, because if you're going to hire a marketing consultant, you're going to hire a marketing consultant. You're not going to go research hours and hours and hours of videos and do it yourself. No, you're going to hire someone, and that's the type of business that I'm looking for. People who, they need that help. They need the guidance. Also, for social media, stop being predictable. Yes, it's great to have a brand. Yes, you're solving pains and problems and attracting the audience, but you gotta mix it up. If you get so predictable that oh, there's a quote, and then there's a picture, and then she's doing this, and then she's talking about that, oh my goodness, you're gonna notice a dip or a decline that stays declined, because you gotta mix it up. You gotta keep it fun. You gotta surprise people. Maybe you bring in fire dancing or you bring in a different type of person onto your podcast or do a video. If you're always talking about sales and marketing, maybe you give some tips on love. You gotta mix it up. You gotta spice it up and keep it interesting. Otherwise, people are just gonna get numb to your content. I know a few of the coaches I used to follow, they got so generic and pretty much redundant in their marketing that I just stopped following them. Like, one of my favorite coaches that got me into coaching, I stopped following because it was the same content every single day. Whereas I swear last year she had like some changes, some curveballs, some fun things, and so I kept following her. But this year, I feel like it's just the same courses relaunched, the same content relaunched, and everything's just the same, and I'm numb to it. So I no longer follow her. So be sure to keep your audience engaged by spicing things up. Say you do a webinar all the time, maybe you should do a live call with people on Zoom. Maybe you do constant videos, maybe you gotta spice it up and do a fun post. You know, gotta change it up. Another reason why social media is so amazing for business is, you know, even 10 years ago, you had to have money into building a business. You had to have substantial, you know, 5-figure, $10,000+ especially 20 years ago, 10, 20 years ago, to build a business. Now you can have social media. You can get it out there, build an audience, tell people what you do, and give them a link to buy. You could just do your PayPal your PayPal code, and then you can help them. I made one of my first business coaching clients a $2,500 client just from sharing my knowledge online, talking to her, and then having her buy from me because she already knew me and I already had that reputation. I was showing her what I did. She knew I had a business, and then she was ready to buy from me. So you just got to let people know what you do, build the credibility, the rapport, tell them how you can help them, and you can make customers now. But one of the key things in that is being consistent and showing up over and over and over. I've now had a coaching business, which is turning into consulting more, but I will continue to do both because I love both, but I really want to help more marketing help. I don't want to just do la-di-da manifestation, which it's great, but I want real business tips and tricks and helping businesses that want to scale and grow and reach more people. More like millions of dollar businesses, not just I make $1,000 here and there. All right. So if you are a coach, this one's for you. Make sure your content creation is greater than your consumption. This is for so many reasons. Number one is you will get lost a lot of the times in imposter syndrome, comparisonitis, and you really just gotta put more out there. You gotta make sure to stay in your own lane, know what you're good at, and put it out there. And don't get stuck with all the comparison. I know I got there. You're just like, you start looking at other people and you're like, oh, I wish I was there. I'm not that good. Oh, I should do it that way. And then you kind of lose yourself and you lose your mojo. All right. So another really, really good tip, and this is something that Gary Vee talks about, this is what a lot of marketing talks about, is you can't give enough. You cannot give enough. And you got to make sure it's like 1, 2, 3, right hook. You know, Gary Vee says jab, 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 right hook. So you're give, sell. Give, sell. Don't sell, or you'll go down real quick. People will get really sick of you, and that's all they're getting, so they're not going to be going to your pages because Instagram and social media is about entertainment. And especially Instagram right now, they're really putting people up there that are engaging on the app and DMing, commenting, liking, and it's not just one-sided where they're just putting out content and people are coming to them. They actually value and rank the people that are liking and sharing and DMing other people. No joke. I've watched one of the coaches I really love to follow, and she had like 500 likes on Instagram. I was like, oh my gosh, because she put really good content. But after there was a lot of changes on Instagram, she completely dropped. Now she's getting like 30 likes because she wasn't engaging or liking or following other people. It was just a one-sided thing. She was putting out content and people were liking hers versus, you know, the engaging, the liking, the sharing, which Instagram really, really, really values. Hey, Heidi. Great. So, make sure that you're not just focused on the instant gratification. You're focused on the long game marketing. This is where me being in the business for 2 years is really going to pay off this year, because, you know, the first year I'm new, I'm practicing, I'm trying, and I'm jumping on calls, and I was thinking of instant gratification. I wanted sales now. If I were to go back in time, I would jump on as many calls as I possibly could just to plant seeds, tell people what I do, get to know them, face-to-face or, you know, video call, just get to know all the people. Because once you're in their circle, once they actually get to know you versus just a random person, Susie in Alabama and Margaret in Kentucky, they actually know you, think of you, and they start following you, and they like you more because they actually got to know you. And most of the people I jumped on the call a year ago, 6 months ago, they usually come back, and most of the people I got on calls with have hired me in some area. Maybe it was a $50 sale, maybe it was a one-off coaching, maybe it was a sales course, you know, just a course, but they did buy from me later on. And if I was smart at the beginning, I would have thought long term, and I would have jumped on calls and wasn't so picky. But I was like, oh, this doesn't look like a perfect target audience, so I don't think they're great for me. No, that is the wrong way to go. Jump on as many calls, go out, get in front of people, get on networking, get out there. Get on live video, make your face known. And people will come back and deliver value, deliver real value and content, and people will keep coming back. And it will pay off in the long run versus just getting stuck in that instant gratification. Promise you. This is one of the best tips. Jump on trends right away. Whether or not it catches on, you're one of the first early adapters and you're ahead of the game. And TikTok is one of those. Also, think ahead of the game. For example, think of the new trends coming up. So video. So you got to start doing video. Start doing it now. Don't make it perfect. Don't spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours editing a video. No, get it up. A video is better than a picture. It is. You get more credibility. They get to know you. They get to see you. If you have to, go hire somebody else. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure. This is my outro. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe, review, and share with your fellow biz babes. I don't know what to do. So my outro just played on my GarageBand, and So it's gonna record with my outro. I'm trying to move it so I don't have to delete it. Oh. You guys should see this problem that I'm having. Okay. I only have a few more minutes. Let's finish this up. I have like two more tips, and I'm gonna delete. Okay, at 19:42, 20 something, I have issues. Okay, great. Okay, I'm returning. I'm not sure where I was. I know I was talking staying ahead of the game. I brought up TikTok a lot for this, but one thing, okay, IGTV, that's a really good one. So IGTV was really popular, and people were like, oh, it's not big right now, and Instagram stories, it's where it's at. Well, duh, it usually, you know, goes like this, and it starts and builds and builds and builds and builds and builds. So if you would have jumped on the trend and got a lot of videos going, you would have had a bunch of IGTV videos, and then you could reshare them now, which they're doing way better. They learned how to make them rank better and share better and post on your videos and your stories. So get in the game ahead of time and you will be one of the early adapters. So another way this can show that it pays off is like TikTok. So since I'm an early adapter, I have less competition right now. So more people are gonna come to me. So I'm gonna start putting content about marketing and content and websites, and I'm gonna be some of the only people out there doing that, so they're gonna come to me. Versus when it's saturated, like right now in the coaching industry, there's just so many different people to follow and learn from. So that's where being an early adapter is super important, because that's where you get the momentum and the snowballing effect. And another way to think ahead, a good example is Blockbuster. Blockbuster did not think ahead. Did you know that Netflix went to Blockbuster to buy and they turned it down for, I think it was like millions, like maybe I think $1 or $2 or something $1 million. And now Netflix is a multi-billion-dollar company and they would have had equity in that. That's ridiculous. So don't just, oh, that's not where it is right now. Well, social media wasn't the way it was. TikTok wasn't. Instagram wasn't. Facebook wasn't. Everything sounds crazy at the beginning. In fact, the way to know if it's, you know, I'm trying to think of a way to put this. If it doesn't sound crazy at all, you're probably too late. So jump in while it's a little crazy. Jump in when you can get ahead of the curve and you can capitalize on it. Because right now, you can definitely make money on TikTok. You can definitely learn the advertising and build a brand. And all these businesses that are doing it, L'Oreal, NYX Cosmetics, even the music people like Justin Bieber and Camila, whatever her name is, Cameo, she got her songs out there through TikTok, like viral. So you come up with a viral video, a viral dance, and it goes to everybody. It blasts off. So look at the advertisements on TikTok. It's genius. It's genius. So I think we're wrapping up right now. Think long term. Think ahead of the curve. Think of what we're going to coming up. We have Alexa. We have... People are no longer on billboards as much. People are looking at social media. People are getting on TikTok. We're getting a lot more solar-friendly cars. We talk to Alexa for tips. So think ahead. Where is marketing going to? And how can you capitalize on it and plan for the future? And last but not least, my links will be in the bio, but go add me on TikTok. It's tia.lynn7. Right now, of course, I'm doing like my pole dance videos, confidence tips, and a lot of fun things because I was just having fun. But I'm definitely gonna start giving value because now that I know where I'm going and what my target audience is, I'm going to be doing some marketing tips and some videos and some fun things to make marketing fun and sales fun. So I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments and I will get back to them. I will respond to you guys. Feel free to DM me if you really want to be a part of the TikTok video coming up. It's coming up shortly. So thank you so much. And I'd love to hear feedback if you go and either comment or share this with a friend. I'd love that, or share it on your story. Thank you so much and have a great day.